Hey Talartist, it's Talart here, and today I'm going to be reviewing the GAOMON pen display PD1560. So I'm really excited because it's a really nice display. I think it's only about $500, which is pretty good compared to other pen displays. And I filmed an unboxing for this, but of course you know me and my technical difficulties. I lost the footage of that, so I was like, oh snap, what am I gonna do? So I'm going to show you guys the tablet and what it comes with, and then I'm going to show a video of me using the tablet and my kind of 10 cents on the tablet. So let's get started. So the first thing we see here is the back. Now, I love the back because this is such an easy to manage stand. With the Wacom Cintiq for me, it felt really cheap. When it first came, I was like, the Wacom Cintiq's back is so cheap and so hard to manage. So when I saw this was like a pulley kind of thing, like this, I thought that was really cool because it's so easy to use. All you have to do is pull and it collapses, or pull and push and you get the stand like this. And that's so much easier, honestly. So I wish the Cintiq had something like this. That would have been really nice, but the GAOMON has it, which is really cool. And trust me, when you start using tablets like this, you're going to notice that, like, you really need to have a good stand. So let's take a look at the front. So here is the front. Wow, already my fingerprints show on it. Like, I like it. It's just, you can tell already, it has huge, it's heavily reflective. So when you're recording or you're trying to record your tablet, or just looking at it in general in person, it's very highly reflective. It's not matte. And having a matte display would be a little bit better because when you're drawing, any light around you won't ruin the coloration on the screen. So I was kind of disappointed that it was like this, but then again, a lot of tablets are like this in general. If you look at an iPad, for example, a lot of people draw on the iPad and it's the same kind of glossy, glossy surface. I can't even talk. Same kind of glossy surface and the same kind of feeling as though you're using your cell phone, or kind of like you're drawing on your window. That's how I felt. It was a little bit too smooth, whereas I would like it a little bit more textury, so it would feel like I'm drawing on paper, because while I was drawing on this, I was scared that I was drawing on glass, and if I press too hard, it's just going to crack. So that was a little bit worrisome, but other than that, everything else is pretty nice. There are a lot of buttons here. You can switch this to be left-handed or right-handed, and it's really cool when you plug this in. Actually, on your screen it will show GAOMON, like it turns on and it says GAOMON, whereas like on other tablets I've never seen it do that before, so that's really cool. Now on the sides right here we have two input outputs for, you know, connecting it to your laptop, which is a typical standard input output, and then we have a couple buttons on the side. So these buttons are actually for power, menu, and these I'm pretty sure are for light adjustment. It's like a plus and a minus. I haven't really tested them out when I was using it, so I'm not really sure, to be honest. And then there's an auto button, so these are really interesting. I think those might adjust to how bright your screen should be. So all in all, it's a pretty good tablet. I'm going to show you guys in the video me using it and what it looks like when I'm trying to record with it. Okay, so I'm first going to start with the cons, like things that I disliked about the tablet, and then get into the things that I liked about the tablet. So the first thing I didn't like was the glare from the screen. And even through this video you can tell there was some glare, and towards the end too there was, or not towards the end, but you'll see at the end of the video, there's just some major glare with this because the screen was not matte. And going into that, the screen texture was too smooth, and that's probably why the glare was just so massive. Like even for my laptop screen, my laptop has a matte screen so that it kind of doesn't have a really huge glare on it. But with this tablet, since it's so smooth, it has a huge glare. And honestly, like, I wish it just had a little bit more texture on it. That could help reduce the glare, and it makes it easier to draw on it. So that was one thing that I did not like about the tablet, was just that it was too smooth. The screen was just way too smooth. Another thing that I didn't like about this was that the pen nib was too pointy. It felt like true I was using a real pen, but on a smooth glass-like surface, it was really hard for me to control where I wanted the line to go, and it just felt like I was using a pen, like an actual pen on a whiteboard. You know, like if you're using a whiteboard with an Expo marker, an Expo has texture on it, so it's easy to control. But it's like you used a pen on a whiteboard, and it's really uncomfortable, and you just don't want to use it. So that was one thing that kind of bothered me when I was using this, was that I didn't really have a lot of control because the pen nib was too rough, or not rough, more like too smooth and sharp, and then the screen texture was too smooth. So smooth and smooth did not work together. So what I would suggest is that either the screen is a little bit more textured or the pen gets a little bit softer so that it's easier to have control on it. But those were actually the only two things I didn't like, to be honest. Everything else was really nice. The size of the tablet is so good. It's amazing. I just really liked it because it didn't feel too cramped, and I just had a lot of space to work with it, and it was really easy to get used to. The pen is really light. Like, some pens are really heavy, guys, and you would know if you used like the Intuos pen or any other pens. You can tell that some of them are really heavy. This one is really light, but you do have to recharge it every time. And another thing that I liked was that the cords plugging it into my laptop was really thin, and it didn't get in the way. It was really long too. So when I use my Wacom Cintiq, the cords are really thick, and it's so annoying. Like, literally, I can't move it out of the way because it's so thick, and I'm just like, get out of my face. But with this one, it felt like it didn't have any cords at all, just because of how thin they are, and like, it wasn't in my way. And I don't know, it was just like, I guess that's me being nitpicky, because I don't know, I just don't like really thick cords. Am I cord shaming? Yes. I'm just kidding. But yeah, and then the colors on the screen were really nice. If you guys can tell just by looking at my screen and then my laptop, you can see that they're two different colors, but that's because my laptop is weird. For some reason, my laptop doesn't follow the colors. Like, it just picks its own colors whenever it wants. It's like so annoying. So it was really nice because the tablet gave me the actual colors that I would see on my phone. I would see it if I put it on someone else's computer. That would be the color that I see. Whenever I used to draw on my Intuos with my laptop, the color on my laptop would be different when I send it to other people, and I was like, no, it ruined everything. So it was really nice because the tablet actually showed its pure colors. But yeah, that's another thing I really liked about it. For me, I'm not very picky with touch sensitivity because I press really hard anyway. I think for people who press really lightly, it will bother them a lot. But those were the only things I think. It would bother them just because you have to change the settings. That's what I meant. Not like, oh, it would bother them a lot. Like, there's barely any pen pressure. There's actually a lot of pen pressure for this, just to get that out there. But yeah, just to let you guys know before I end this video, they are having a pre-sale on Amazon, so this isn't on sale yet, but it will be on sale September 30th or October 1st, so you guys can check the links in the description if you want to get one. It will be like $350 or something like that, which is a really, really good deal, guys. I mean, you get, like, you know, I don't know, it's just a really good price, okay? Another thing I wanted to mention was that they're having a special on their website where if you review their tablet and you get over 20,000 views on that video, you can get a refund on your order. So definitely check that out. And right now, guys, I'm just showing the glare. I just wanted to show you guys what it looks like in real life and at different angles. So yes. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye-bye!